Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond Babbitt. And this is your host, Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. Brian Anthony, reporting for duty. And we're live! All right. Welcome, everybody. A lot of news, guys. A lot of news. I'm just going to jump right into it. Ain't no need to... Shh. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So, guys, 90 days. We'll get to that in just a second. But first off, Wells Fargo still down. So the bank went down. They're still having problems. The app is down. The website, the ATMs, auto debit, direct deposit. Some accounts are missing money. And then it's an ongoing problem. And we find out it's not just national. It's not just nationwide. It's also happening from some people overseas as well. A lot of people are saying that they're experiencing late fees from things they're trying to pay and they can't pay because the money's not there. A lot of people are saying that repos, if they can't pay their car note, and maybe, a lot of things. It was already tough around here, right? So, maybe some foreclosures going on. Maybe bank runs. I hear everyone's going to the ATMs or going to the local branches and trying to get money out. And so that problem continues. And the reason that bothers me so bad, right, is because, I was telling people around here locally as well. I was, just dialoguing, telling people what's going on. And a lot of the response I got was like, the people that didn't bank with them was like, oh, I'm glad I don't bank with them. Or my bank has not been affected like that. And like it's not connecting. It's not, you're not putting two and two together. Okay, so it's Wells Fargo Bank today. Okay? Could be your bank tomorrow. This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of people, I'm glad I bank over here. I bank over there. It has to start somewhere. I haven't gotten to answer a lot of my comments yet. I will get around to that. But in one of the comments to one of the other videos I did, someone asked, do I think this is the reset? Yeah, definitely. That's what I've been saying. It's all starting to happen at once here. Let me turn it. Well, banking in the couch, I don't know about that one, but it's good. It's a better alternative. I don't know. I hear that the dollar is having some trouble out there anyway. So what we're going to see is, and get into that, man. According to this article, and actually in the description box down below, I already preloaded it in the description box down below. This article, and it basically says, just to sum it up, that the birds, F-22s, F-16, F-35s, getting ready to drop some seeds in Venezuela. Days. Let's get into that. Birds about to drop some turds. So in the article down below, in the description box, it says, The foreign ministry spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova, this is for, the Russian foreign ministry spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova, stated, the decision on the use of force has already been made by Washington, and says that everything else is a cover-up operation. So she's saying that the decision to use force has already been made. And she's finna tell us how and why. And everything else is a cover-up operation. She's saying that they have intelligence that the U.S. coerced Venezuelan military to switch sides. She said commit crimes like offering them amnesty to basically treason, coup, whatever. Offering them amnesty, offering them different gifts, perks, moolah. And then, this is what she's saying. She said the U.S. has also threatened to sanction the Venezuelan military, different people, different, individuals, the whole organization and different, the people with the money in the military, threatening to sanction them. So it's like what she's saying is just the carrot and stick. She's like, on one hand, we're giving you, offering you money and offering you amnesty. She said they're offering them amnesty. Why would you offer them amnesty? Unless you're planning to occupy that territory. Oh, it's getting deep. It's getting deep. So, and that article is down below in the description box. And so it's the carrot and stick coming, and this is what she's saying is coming from Washington right now. And this is the Russian foreign minister, spokeswoman, Maria Zakharova. That's bad. And the article goes on to say that Venezuela has been given 90 days to basically get Maduro out of there, and they said the U.S. is preparing 90 days. February. That article is dated February the 7th. 90 days. That'll put us, May Day. Okay. That's that article. So I have inside information for you guys. I have inside intel. Okay. So I can kind of substantiate. Well, not really, but I know something is going on. And what she's saying might not be far from the truth. It might be spot on. So there are orders, military orders out there for non-combat personnel to be trained for domestic combat. Non-combat military personnel, including, that's all military and all reserves. Non-combat now being trained for domestic combat. So that's serious. It's serious. It's really serious. May Day. 90 days. And so, in other news, the government workers, a lot of government workers still haven't gotten paid. Still haven't gotten paid yet. Even though they turned the government back on, right? They turned it back on. And they just said they're gonna get back pay. They still haven't gotten paid in the first place. And they say, so they haven't gotten the back pay, they haven't gotten the overtime, because some of them have still had to work. Some of the government workers have still had to work with no pay and then work extra hours. So they didn't do the overtime. They haven't gotten the shift differential as well. Yeah, metal sheep. It's sad. It's sad. And some of them had reported, some of the people had reported that they got a check, but it wasn't a full check. It was just a few hours or something. And they said it didn't take any child support out of it. And the people who paid alimony said there was no alimony taken out of it, out of the check. And that's the ones who did get paid. Yeah, exactly, G-Dog. They're just pacifying the people. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting tight out here. It's getting tight out here. And I was listening to some show today earlier. There's a new blizzard coming in, right, from the Northwest. And a lot of those people bank with Wells Fargo. They said they couldn't get gas. The card wasn't working. Some of them said if they used credit, you couldn't stock up, and that they might not even have money over the weekend. And the front is like coming in like now. It's supposed to be all kind of ice and snow and -degree temperatures from the Northwest. It's supposed to meet up. Yeah, the second vortex. And man, those people are stuck, man. And not only that, they haven't been able to pay the car notes, the mortgage. They might get repossessed, man, in the snow or something. This thing is, man. Let me see what else I have, man. So, and I've been seeing more of these 5G towers going up, man. It's like now everywhere I look around, the 5G towers up. I drove past one today, and I did feel something fell because it was on top of like a school. It looked like a school, a big one, it made kind of like an adrenaline rush. It made me feel something on the inside. I was like, wow. I wonder if I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, I did a little history on Venezuela. Find out what is it that we have against them, right? So these are some facts that's gonna throw y'all off, man. I mean, y'all are gonna understand in a minute. Watch this. So they discovered oil. Wait a minute, right quick. Wait a minute. So they discovered oil in Venezuela in 1922. Okay. Yeah, 1922. So then Venezuela, it's been rocked with a number of coups. There was a coup in 1948. Military dictatorship from 48 to 50. See, the history is not right. A lot of the dates are messed up. It's been, you know what I'm saying? So then there was a coup in 1958, which saw the advent of a democracy. They had some type of democracy. And then in December 58, they had elections. There were elections. And then the oil price, they claim what happened to it, the oil price collapsed in the 80s. So I did some research into that. We're going to give you the numbers in a minute. I got that. It's not what happened. I don't think that's what happened. Some other stuff is going on. So they said the oil price collapsed in the 80s and destroyed the economy. So let's see. So check this out, right? In 1950, Venezuela was the world's 4th wealthiest country. Now. And they were, so they were behind the U.S., Switzerland, and New Zealand. This is after World War II. After World War II, Venezuela, and actually it was getting close to the Korean War. Yeah, the world's fourth wealthiest country. Yeah. Yeah, now they way down. Even with the oil wealth, they down like number 47 or something. But and so they were ahead of, look, check this out. They were ahead of Japan. They were ahead of Germany, ahead of China, Russia, and everybody else. They were the fourth largest. Shoot, look how it done flipped. So they say, they say what happened to Venezuela? Oh, it fell off because the oil prices crashed in the 80s, right? They say that's what happened to it. In the 80s? The 80s. Okay. So, okay. All them coups didn't have anything to do with it, huh? Okay. Let's see. So I have the oil prices right here. Let's look at it. Let me see. They tried to skew them up, but I have them. Right here. And now remember, oil was discovered in Venezuela in 1922, right? So I'm going to start from the 70s, and I'm just going to skip around. So in 1973, the average cost of a barrel of oil was $4.08. $4.08. Remember, they say that Venezuela fell off in the 80s when the oil price collapsed. Okay? So this is in the 70s. 1973, the average cost of a barrel of oil, $4.08. 74, the average cost, $12.52. Wait a minute. That's 3 times the price, right? From $4.08 to $12.52. Okay. And that's 1974. They said it fell off in the 80s. Okay, we'll see. 1975, $13.95. 76, $13.48. 77, $14.53. 78, $14.57. 79, $21.57. 1980, check it out. Remember, they said that Venezuela, what happened to it all? The oil price collapsed in the 80s, right? In 1979, remember, in 1973, it was $4.08. $4.08 a barrel. In 1977, it was $14.53 a barrel, right? So check it out. 79, $21.57 a barrel. It's the average cost. And check it out. 1980, $33.86 a barrel. Jumped like $12 a barrel, but they said collapsed in the 80s. Okay, well, let's keep going through the 80s then, because that's just 1980s. And this is just the average. So let's see. 81, it was $37.10 a barrel. Okay, it went up another $4. Instead of $33.86, as in 1980, it was $37.10 in 81. 82, $33.57. 83, $29.31. 84, $28.88. 85, $26.99. 86, now I could say in 86 that I do see a collapse here in 1986. But Venezuela was already having problems before that. And see, I come to find out with my research that the U.S. buys over half of its oil from Venezuela. It buys more oil from Venezuela than it does from Saudi Arabia. That's not that public information. We thought we were buying everything from Saudis. Yeah, but we buy more from Venezuela. So in 1986, now in 1985, the price was $26. The average price of a barrel of oil was about $26.99 a barrel. And in 1986, it dropped to $13.93 a barrel. And they claimed that this was because OPEC adds to the supply. 1986. I think it was because the cocaine epidemic, crack, gun running. The money went different places. That's what that was. So in 1987, the average price of a barrel of oil was back up to $18.14 a barrel. What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that, man? It's interesting, right? So, man, it's a reason that we've been down there. It's a reason. It's a reason that we've been down there. It's a reason that all these things are happening. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that the thing that happened with Wells Fargo happened because of a fire. I don't think it was a fire. Personally, I think what happened was an international hack attack. International hack attack. So, it's the reason why all those militaries, it's the reason why North Korea is hardening its nuclear facilities. It's the reason why all those militaries are hanging out in the Venezuela. And you got Russia, China, North Korea, Cuba, and Iran. It's the reason why we have domestic deployments. It's the reason why we having all these internet outages and different companies going out, things like that. It's the reason why a lot of different social medias are deleting a lot of people's pages who are telling them, including this one, including this one. You get caught telling the truth, your page is. So it's some serious times we're in right now. And a lot of people think it's a game. They think it's entertainment. You know, they think it's about Hollywood and nah, it's not about that, man. It's not about that at all. You're welcome, Myra. You're welcome. So, I mean, all we can do is what we can do. And they telling us that we gonna build a wall. Why? Why are we building that wall? Right? Why are we building that wall? See, did y'all see the people that got sick in the people that got sick in the subway? In the L train. I think that, I don't know if this was I believe that was in, what was that, New York or somewhere in the subway, some had people passing out. Some fumes got off in there. Y'all think that was an accident? I think it was like 12 people passed out, a large number like that, and it made people vomit, made them sick. They don't know where it came from. Need to learn how to live off the land. So, also it was a school. What was that? Some middle school. Same thing happened. Some nauseous odor got in the air and had people passing out. We don't know what's coming, man. Have you noticed that everybody's gotten a cold or a flu or allergies all of a sudden, like in the last day or two? Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm ranting, but thought that it was interesting that the gas prices collapsed in 1 year in 1986, and that's because we switched to a new substance that made the governments more money. We know what happened in 1986. They might have collapsed it on purpose. Yeah, because we was involved in some stuff over there, and that's what's up. You're welcome, L 1978. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. Uh, they gave us to May. 90 days is what they said. So check out the article, man. Let me know what y'all think.